This takes place in the heart of the hills of Pennsylvania, right in the marrow of the Appalachians, where a scenario of a person who uses the old markings and trails and settlements to navigate themselves around in the wilderness. This is St. Anthony's Wilderness area. I'm here on my trap line in the Appalachians, deep in the woods. We're going scouting today. Here's an old beaver pond. I don't see any recent sign, but up over here in these mountains, we're gonna go up in that valley in there. Across the other side's a creek. So what I'm gonna do is take you guys with. Let me show you a couple things we're gonna carry. A couple things I want to carry is I got this Rossi gun. It's nice and light, and it just slings right over your shoulder. No weight to it. Take your saw. It's really important when you're making trap sets. Also, I carry the pouch with my coon lure. I got an all-purpose lure in here now. It's a coil wire and a couple traps, number 11s for coon. Got them wrapped up in my 2 pockets. So let's go up over this valley, see if we can find any beaver sign up in this creek. Tell you the truth, guys, I got over this mountain here, and when you get into hemlocks, it's hard to find your way around, and I don't know where I'm at exactly in a predicament here. Best thing to do, I'm going to start by looking for moss on the trees, because I know if I follow it north and keep going north, I'll hit that creek eventually, and that's what we're going to do. I'm going to look at the moss here, and right there on the tree, as you can see, the moss is growing on your left side. And we're going to follow these trees like this. Here's a nice shaggy birch tree. When you ever see these guys, you stop and get some tinder. Just grab it off the edge like that. I'll show you. Nice and flammable stuff. I'll show you later. That's the stuff we're looking for. That'll start a fire quick. Just get the loose stuff off the edge, it's real dry. Alright guys, we followed that moss up on the trees and I found the Roush Creek. Right here we're going to make camp tonight because it's getting way too late to walk down. What we're going to do tomorrow is go to Roush Creek settlement. We'll follow this creek down, and then from there we'll take the old abandoned railroad tracks home. So we're going to stay here. There's nice water to clean your game out. And over here we got a nice stream coming in. Alright, nature provided perfect shelter. Always look for what God gives you. Here's a nice hemlock tree that fell down, and there's a huge tree behind it blocking the wind that fell down. And I just propped up some boards, some logs, and thatched the branches in between. Alright, it's getting late in the evening. We gotta get a fire or we're gonna freeze tonight. It gets down in the 20s. Every trapper, every outdoorsman should carry a ferrocerium rod. And we got stuff ready to make a fire. We got our shaggy birch bark, kept that in our pocket. There's a lot of hemlock. We use it for our thatching. Hemlock's awesome. That's where you want to go when you're camping. You got to go find the hemlocks. Hemlock's a great fire starter. Many uses, shelter like we have here, and for our bedding in our shelter we're going to lay down. We'll put hemlock boughs. So we're going to make our... Okay, we got our shaggy birch bark, and we made an A-frame. That's to keep the air flowing underneath your fire. And we put a stick across there so we can lay this on once we get it started. Now I'm going to put a whole pile of this on here. And this is what we're going to do. We use the back edge of our knife. Make sure it's a nice and sharp edge, or a rough edge where it's going to catch your ferrocerium rod. This stuff usually catches pretty nice right there. See how nice that's burning? And then we just throw a hemlock on. Small then big when it comes to a fire. And that'll do it. Its own work right there with hemlock. Hemlock has a lot of tar in it. Just like a pine, but better. And you can see it, we already got a big fire already. Nothing to it, guys. And there it is. That's the source of life. That and hemlock. See that smoke hanging low like that? That's low barometric pressure. All that blue smoke from the tar and the hemlock going up, staying in the woods like that real low means could be storms come tonight. So we're gonna have to put some extra leaves on the shelter. And I got them logs there, and what happens is once that fire burns up with them sticks in the middle, you push them logs together and you got yourself like a torch, a log torch. Only difference is the logs are sideways instead of straight up and down and split. And then I'm gonna throw that coal in tonight, see if we can get some coal burn. Alright, we're in the shelter. We're getting that fire going. What you want to do when you're getting your fire going in the sticks when you're starting out is crisscross them so the air can come up through. I built the rocks behind it so it deflects the heat over to my shelter, and that's very important. When it gets down to 20s, you got to keep your shelter warm. That's why we make it like this, so the roof of the shelter catches the heat. Now I was down along the creek, I seen there's some coal down there. I'm going to go gather some coal and set some traps. Hey, you gotta look for what nature gives you. We got lots of coal here. I'm going to get handfuls of that and take it back to camp. And we're going to burn that tonight. See if we can get the light. Give us something to do. But here we got a great spot for a coon trap. So we're just going to set a coon trap right here. I'm going to show you why I use a Stanley Fatmax for a good outdoor survival saw. It's got an extra set of blades than a normal saw. These extra set of teeth make it really fast. And I'll show you here. Nothing to it, boys. This is good hardwood oak. It will buzz right through it. Go with the rhythm of the saw. Keep your saw facing down at like a 60-degree angle. Hear that rhythm, boys? To the end. And that ain't no soft pine, boys. That's why we use it. I'm going to show you a secret I learned a long time ago. You take your overnighter logs and make a split log fire. Throw one in the back. Move your rocks. There I got my coal. I'm going to set this to the side for tonight. You're going to have to go collect more, but this is dry already. So we're going to move our rocks back. Take these logs we cut and set them in here in the middle. Let the air get to it. And let nature take its course. Alright, we're going to set our other trap here before we get started. And found a good spot here. They're definitely going to come up here and cross the top of this waterfall. And I just found a place where they can get funneled in there. I wired the trap to the tree. And then just set this at a good spot where it's not going to rock, and you got a rock there to guide them away from stepping on the springs. And we're going to make another simple bait stick set. Put that bait on there, move back in this hole. Hope the tune comes tonight, boys. Hey, now's the time to put the coal in. When they're nice and red hot and you got regular charcoal from your wood already, then we're going to throw the coal over top. I got a whole pile of it down here. And you can hear it catching. This is good hard coal here. It's the way we do it around here. And I'll put that on, I'll throw some in later. Hey, when nature provides, when God has it for you, you use it. Be thankful. Let the air get to it. It's probably been here thousands of years. Nobody ever used it. Alright, we're in the shelter. Just getting warm. Just dried my socks and shoes off. And got nice logs on the fire. And 2 logs will stay lit for a long time. I don't need a lot of small stuff. And all that heat will radiate off them rocks and keep me warm. Well, good night, guys. See that moon up there? Time to sleep. Good morning, boys. Rain or shine, we're out here. We're catching these coon, pouring down rain all night long. Okay, guys, we're gonna get an early start here and head down this creek. Maybe we'll find that old settlement. Hey, it looks like we made it to the settlement, boys. All we gotta do now is find the railroad tracks. Looks like there's an old building here at one time. This used to be coal country. Found this old gravestone back here. Just thought I'd take a look before we head back to railroad tracks. Nice words said to him. 1851. Andrew Allen. And it looks like he's from England. Native of England. Here's an old building. A huge tree grew up in the center of it. And that's all that's left. Here's an old building. 150 years later. That's all you'll find. A few rocks.